Vielen Dank, Herr Kollege Swoboda. Es folgt Herr Kollege Gallagher für 2 Minuten.
As chairman of the parliamentary delegation with responsibility for Swiss relations on behalf of my own group, ALDE, I also am extremely disappointed by the recent referendum. But of course we must accept it as a democratic decision by the Swiss people. The decision which we are now facing is very complex, is very difficult, and there are a lot of sensitivities. And our colleague who was brandishing the Swiss national flag today was not helpful. But I believe that we should not say anything that would inflame the situation. The economies of the Union and Switzerland are deeply interlinked. More than 60% of Swiss exports go to the European Union, and in fact Swiss land's trade with the neighbouring Germany state of Baden-Württemberg is higher than with the US. According to a recent study which was published by Credit Suisse, the bank introducing quotas says that 80,000 jobs may not be created in the future, and the economic growth in Switzerland may be lowered over the next 3 years by almost 0.3%. The EU should refrain from anything perceived as retaliation, but need to take into account the new legal situation and react accordingly. The Union should clearly communicate its red lines, and there are red lines. Most of us consider the free movement of persons is a fundamental right guaranteed to EU citizens by the treaties and should not be compromised. Let me mention, just as a footnote, Turkey and Israel are participating in the Horizon 2020 programme, although these countries have not had any agreement covering free movement. I believe that the discussion on the implementation of the vote for the different areas of the EU-Swiss cooperation point again to a very fragmented nature of EU-Swiss relations and demonstrates the need for agreement which would take and tackle the different issues in EU-Switzerland relations in a comprehensive manner, something for which this House has asked for in 2010. In conclusion, Mr. President, I urge the Member States to adopt the EU mandate for negotiations on the...
Vielen Dank, Herr Kollege Gallagher. Es folgt für 2 Minuten Herr Kollege Cohn-Bendit.
Chers collègues, bonjour. Les choses sont simples. Les Suisses ont toute la liberté de voter comme ils votent, mais ils ont toute la liberté